Thank you, Mayor. The agenda for tonight. I will present an overview of the City of Canning, followed by a presentation by, I think, Luke Stevens from the local government and the election process. Luke is from the Department of Local Government, Sport, Cultural and Cultural Industries. Then there'll be a presentation from Chris Avent from the Electoral Commission, WA Electoral Commission on the election process and nominations. And then Tony Brown, I think, has Tony arrived yet? Oh, Tony, welcome. Tony Brown will be presenting in terms of the roles and responsibilities of elected members, and Tony is here as a representative of the West Australian Local Government Association. The vision for the City of Canning is to be a welcoming and thriving city. That vision is what drives us. A city that is welcoming to all people, welcoming to all diversity of opinion, new thoughts, new thinking, new ways of doing things. And by being welcoming, we can be thriving. A thriving economy, a thriving environment. And it's only through being a welcoming council can we be a thriving council. You can't have a council that's welcoming and not thriving. You can't have a council that's thriving and not welcoming. They work hand in glove. And that's our vision, to achieve that in the City of Canning. Our aim is to achieve this through using a 10-year strategic community plan, which is driven by community aspirations through a consultation process that we undertook a couple of years ago, and to deliver that vision. We are reviewing that strategic community plan at this moment. And out of that will hopefully come a far less complex document and something that sets out very clearly how we're going to achieve that vision in the next 5 to 10 years. We have 5 focus areas in our strategic community plan. The 5 focus areas are connect, to have an inclusive, safe and vibrant community. Grow, to have natural areas where people and wildlife flourish. Build, to have an accessible, pleasing urban spaces that are fit for purpose. Prosper, a thriving local economy. And lead, accountable, responsible and forward-thinking administration. Now we have a video that sets out that vision. I'm sorry, Donna, I've messed you all around, but we have a video that sets out that vision, a brief video. And there are a couple of videos that you'll see tonight, and hopefully you'll get inspired by seeing that as we are. Thank you, Donna. That worked a little while ago, didn't it?
The City of Canning is an innovative city with a vibrant past, an energetic present, and an exciting future. We aim to be an arrival city that is welcoming and thriving, and are committed to making bold, brave, out-of-the-box decisions for the future which embrace innovation. From the Canning River to shopping precincts, walking trails to weekend sports, restaurants to robots, the City of Canning is a mix of old and new, fast and slow, nature and technology. Canning people are from all over the world, creating an exciting and dynamic tapestry of cultural experiences. 96,000 people live in Canning's 16 suburbs. With 50% of our population born overseas and 174 languages spoken, we celebrate diversity. We're creating safe places and spaces that foster connection and allow our business and community members to interact, share cultural experiences and thrive both day and night. Located just 12 minutes from the Perth CBD, Canning City Centre is set to become one of the most significant precincts in the metropolitan area, transforming into a vibrant public realm. The $76 million 10-year transit-oriented development will feature premier retail and commercial spaces alongside alfresco dining, entertainment establishments and diverse living options. Canning is a major player economically in Western Australia, contributing over $10 billion annually to gross state product, making it the 3rd largest economy in WA. The city's strategic location, close to all major air, road, rail and sea freight routes, as well as being the location of two major industrial areas, consolidate this position. The city is working collaboratively with other local governments to become a best practice freight and logistics hub in Perth, a centre for freight forwarding activities that play an essential role in the local, national and global supply chain and support the movement of freight, business to business and business to customer. Canning is also home to the Market City Logistics Complex, which handles half of all of Western Australia's fresh produce every week and attracts over 500,000 people to its weekend markets each year. The City of Canning is evolving. We're exploring innovative ideas that will shape our future and entice people to visit, play, live and do business in Canning. Think water festivals, river taxis, talking infrastructure, trackless trams and solar farms, and you get an idea of where the future of Canning is heading. We're different in all the best ways. We want to break the stereotype of local government to forge new frontiers. We're passionate about providing our city and its people with strong cultural connections, a sense of belonging, and a place for everyone. A place people are happy and proud to call home.
Thank you very much. Let's talk about briefly about the program structure of the city.
Canning is an
Thank you, Donna. Just make up for the last time I missed it. Just do it twice. So we have a number of program areas in the City of Canning. Other people would refer to them as directorates or structure, but our program areas are, first of all, the Office of the Chief Executive Officer, which is responsible for the overall leadership and positive positioning of the city. And just for your information, the council only employs one person. That person happens to be the CEO. The CEO subsequently employs everyone else in the City of Canning. The Canning Community and Commercial Program Area, which is responsible for the efficient and effective performance of the city and its assets. So that's the support services as well as the frontline services through our library, our leisure plexes, our golf courses, etc. Canning Environment, which is building, constructing and maintaining Canning's natural and built environment. And Canning Sustainable Development. That's planning, major project delivery, place design for an innovative, contemporary, safe and sustainable Canning. These program areas are also responsible for some major projects. Some of them are the Canning City Centre, and you would have heard that in the presentation. A $76 million commitment by this city to transform the city centre and create its first Main Street. Bentley Regeneration Community Hub and Parks Upgrade, which is commencing. We are working hand in glove with the state government to make sure that the Bentley community is a truly affordable and aspirational community, aspirational housing community. Roads, buildings and parks, new and renewal of parks is happening every day. The Shelley Underground Power Project, the Kent Street Weir Master Plan, the Willetton Basketball Club, something in the order of $11+ million of federal, state and local government funds, plus funds raised by the Willetton Basketball Club, is going to redevelop that. And if you're in Willetton and you've seen some of the works, it is significant. Leisure plexes and golf course master plan is currently being executed right now. We have improved the Riverton facility. We have got Cannington on the next list of works, plus we've got projects, ideas for the golf course. Our land strategy. We have a significant amount of land in the City of Canning, and we want that land to start delivering, returning a better rate of return from all that land for the city, and hopefully out of that better rate of return, another source of revenue for the city other than rates. And we're also undertaking the most significant technology investment in this council's history And that technology is what drives, that sits behind everything that we do and ensures that we are up to date with the delivery of our services in this current environment of smart technology. We've accomplished much in the last 4 years, and I've recently produced a report that sets out those achievements. The 4 years I'm saying, which is the first full term of the current local council. A report on those achievements will be publicly available as soon as I'm able to get the time, we're able to get the time to review all of that and produce it in a more readable form. It is significant. There are many pages of achievements. You heard in the presentation that the City of Canning is made up of 16 suburbs. They're the suburbs up there. Our council is more than those individual suburbs. It's how we come together collectively as a city for the benefit of everyone within the community. There's much that's happening in every one of those suburbs. And our councillors who have been representing you over the last 4 years, 2 and 4 years, have been working to ensure that your interests are front and centre. There are 5 wards in the City of Canning. The Mayor is elected at large, as I say, by the electors. And there are 2 councillors per ward. There are something in the order of 6 positions that are being voted on or being decided on in this local government election. Now, while councillors are elected by the wards, they represent the whole of the City of Canning. So we don't do ward budgeting, we don't do ward decision making. What we do is we represent the entire City of Canning. That's the objective of councillors being elected by their wards, but they represent the entire city. Okay. Let me go to our budget overview, and I'm not going to bore you with money here, although money is very important because that's what enables us to deliver a significant amount of services to people in the City of Canning. Canning's finances are structured around the delivery of the corporate business plans. They are annual plans, and those corporate business plans fall out of the strategic community plan. Policies guide the budgets, budget preparation and budget variations. Our total budget expenditure for 2019 and 20 is $143 million, of which $68.4 million is made up of rates. So there is revenue that this council generates that supplements or complements the amount of rates that we generate. Plus we obtain grants from federal and state governments to bring it up to $143,000. Now, in terms of the budget overview, there are no notes here. There's another video, so Donna will press on that video. It shows how the money is being spent in the next 12 months. That $143 million is being spent in the next 12 months. Thank you, Donna. We just gained $3 million. That's not all the numbers, but there's the most significant expenditure that we're making over the next 12 months. Our assets and long-term financial plan. As it says up there, a list of assets and financial plans for the city can be found on our website. I don't intend to go through them, but they're easily obtained on our website if you want to see how our assets and financial planning is taking place. Now, the topic of support for elected members. We provide significant amount of support for elected members, and we're always trying to improve this. Yes, we provide technology for you to bring to your meetings. We try to be a paperless council, and sometimes that's possible, sometimes it's not that possible. I'm a bit old school too, so I tend to use a bit of paper. But we do have iPads for councillors to access reports, confidential reports, etc., through a special accessed hub where councillors only are allowed to have access to it. We have comprehensive training, meeting attendance and allowances, and other allowances and travel reimbursements. So, as you can see on the next slide, there is remuneration for councillors to attend to their duties or functions. They are set out up there. I don't intend to go through them. As you would see, the Mayor and Deputy Mayor receive additional funding because of the roles they perform, and councillors receive an amount from the council. There are allowances paid and reimbursements for travel, etc. Support for elected members or activities of elected members. It's wide and varied. Yes, you will have to attend meetings. There are workshops that we conduct. Those workshops are focused on particular topics or issues, and they could range from an hour to 3-hour workshops. There are strategic issues briefings. Again, in addition to workshops, strategic issues briefings are similar to workshops where we invite councillors, and they're recorded, by the way, in our council chamber, and those recordings are only available to elected members. But those strategic issues briefings are to receive feedback from elected members on any particular issue that may be significant or may be coming up at the next council meeting or a council meeting in the near future. The workshop and strategic issues briefings and the next one, the agenda briefings, are again are not decision-making forums. Agenda briefings are special forums where councillors, in an open forum, where members of the public are present, in our council chamber, can ask questions of administration around what the report, any questions that may be generated from the report. They are not for debating. The debate happens at an ordinary council meeting or a special council meeting. So the usual flow of work is you might have a workshop on the first week of the month. You'll have potentially have an strategic issues briefing, maybe on the first Tuesday of the month, an agenda briefing on the second Tuesday of the month, and the third Tuesday will be an ordinary council meeting. And then the cycle continues. So we have monthly meetings of decision-making meetings. Ordinary council meetings are for decisions. Now, sometimes there are special council meetings, and those special council meetings may be called because we need to make a decision outside of the normal flow of meetings. They are rare, they're not, and they usually have a good reason why there is a special council meeting. And again, that is a decision-making forum. And any discussion on those meetings and any input from members of the public to those meetings, special council meetings, must relate to the agenda of that special council meeting, which is a bit different from ordinary council meetings where you can raise any other issue if you wish to as a member of the public. Now, in addition to that, we have two committees. We have a committee that is an audit and risk committee, which is chaired by an elected member. And we have the CEO Remuneration and Performance Review Committee. They are the two official committees of this council. We have some advisory committees. We're currently reviewing the performance of whether we should continue with those advisory committees. Some may continue, some may not continue, some may continue in a different form. In addition to the formal meetings, the workshops, the strategic information briefings, etc., there is your role as a member of the community, as a contact person within the community. And through your role as an elected member, you will be contacted from members of the community. They will phone you. They may meet you while you're shopping. They may meet you while you're walking along the foreshore of the river and ask you to do things. And that's all right. That's your role, to listen and then, where you can, encourage that member of the public to contact the administration of this council. Or if you feel the need to provide that information, then you can provide that to the administration for follow-up. But what you can't say as an elected member is that I will get them to do this for you. There is a separation in local government between, the only way administration can do anything is by the instruction of the CEO or by a decision of council. So there is a separation of the political arm from, or the governance arm from the council, the administration. But that doesn't mean as an elected member you can't talk to administration. In fact, elected members will be provided with a list of whom you can talk with or whom you can phone up. And we do that not because we want to control anything, or we want to control how the information comes in, because there is a lot of information that comes into our offices and we want to make sure we keep on top of it. So it is a challenging role, but you know what? It is a great role. Where else in your life can you make a contribution, a positive contribution to the quality of life of people in the city of Canning? By representing them, by being the voice of the community, by being a voice for members of the public. I love local government from an administrative perspective, and the fact that I'm doing something positive out there in the community. I love it every day. And I would like to think as elected members you have that same love and passion for your role as a representative of the people and representative of this council. With that, I close my opening comments and invite Luke to come forward. And where is Luke? Tried to leave, didn't you, Luke? Luke to come forward and talk about the role of Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries. Thank you.